children, how are you? You know, you've been learning about dinosaurs, different kinds of dinosaurs and how they are extinct. Now, today what we're going to do, Miss Shireen is going to share some important information about 3 different dinosaurs. I want you to listen carefully because you are going to be the paleontologist. Do you know who a paleontologist is? So paleontologists are a group of scientists who studied dinosaurs, and also they studied plants and animals that lived a very long time ago. They are called paleontologists. So let's pretend you're the paleontologist, and now let's explore. Let's observe these dinosaurs and listen to some information. The Stegosaurus.
How do you say that again? Stegosaurus. Can you say it with me? Stegosaurus. So what do we know about Stegosaurus? It was found in the United States and Portugal. Stegosaurus means roofed lizard because it had those plates on its back, like the roof on a house. Do you know how big a Stegosaurus was? It was as big as a bus. But even though it was huge, it had a tiny brain. It was only the size of a walnut, so it wasn't too smart. So what were those plates for? Scientists think the plates on Stegosaurus's back were used to keep it warm by absorbing heat from the sun. Toasty! Scientists also think they were used to show off to other Stegosauruses. So what did Stegosaurus eat? Stegosaurus was a herbivore. That means it was a vegetarian. It ate plants, not meat. Delicious veggies. Did you see the tail on Stegosaurus? On its tail, it had huge spikes, almost half the size of a human. It used them for defending themselves against scary dinosaurs. Stegosaurus always travelled in a herd with lots of other Stegosauruses. So what have we learned? We learned Stegosaurus was found in North America and Portugal. Stegosaurus means roofed lizard because it had those plates on its back, like the roof of a house. It was as big as a bus, but its brain was only the size of a walnut. The plates on its back were either to keep it warm or to show off to other Stegosauruses. It ate loads of veggies, and Stegosaurus had huge spikes on its tail for defending itself. And it always travelled in a herd, with lots of friends and family. We hope you enjoyed learning about the wonderful Stegosaurus.
Do you know the name of this dinosaur?
The most famous dinosaur ever, Tyrannosaurus Rex. How do you say that again? Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's often called T-Rex for short though. T-Rex was really big and quick. In fact, it was as big as a bus. And it could run as fast as one. How heavy was a T-Rex? A fully grown T-Rex was really heavy. It weighed as much as 4 rhinos. It walked on two huge legs, and it used its large head to balance its very long tail. T-Rex had two arms, and while they may look small, they were very powerful. And featured two clawed fingers. Yikes! What did T-Rex eat? It was most definitely a carnivore. That means it ate meat from other dinosaurs. No plants here. T-Rex had huge teeth. Its teeth were the largest found from any carnivorous dinosaur, around 30 centimeters long. It had the most powerful bite of any land animal ever. T-Rex had really good eyesight, and it could see 4 times as far as humans. No need for glasses here. Do you know what Tyrannosaurus Rex means? It means king of the tyrant lizards, because it was the most famous of a group of ferocious dinosaurs. T-Rex was found in North America, just like the giant Brachiosaurus, but not at the same time. So what have we learned? We learned T-Rex was as big and quick as a bus, and it weighed as much as 4 rhinos. It walked on 2 legs and used its huge head to balance its very long tail. T-Rex had 2 small arms that were surprisingly powerful. It was a carnivore, which means it ate meat, not plants. It had the biggest teeth found in any carnivore, and it had the most powerful bite of any land animal ever. It could see really well. No glasses here. Tyrannosaurus Rex means king of the tyrant lizards, and it was found in North America, just like Brachiosaurus. We hope you enjoyed learning about the amazing Tyrannosaurus Rex, the most famous of all the dinosaurs. Now it's time for Triceratops! Triceratops. Can you say it with me? Triceratops. Let's learn all about Triceratops. Triceratops was found in North America. Triceratops means 3-horned face. It had 2 large horns above its eyes. Let's count them. 1, 2. The third was a very small one, made up of the same stuff that's in your fingernail. Do you know how big a Triceratops was? Triceratops was as big as a truck. It was really heavy. It weighed as much as 2 elephants. 1, 2. Its head was almost 1/3 of the length of its entire body. What a big head! What did Triceratops eat? Triceratops was a herbivore. That means it was a vegetarian. It ate plants, not meat. Delicious! Triceratops had no teeth. So how did it eat all those veggies? Instead of chewing, it ate rocks that ground up the plants in its belly. Imagine a belly full of rocks. Oof! Triceratops used its horns and the frill around its neck to defend itself against other dinosaurs. It also used its horns and frill to butt heads with and to attract other Triceratops. We hope you enjoyed learning about the fascinating Triceratops.
Okay, children, so after you watch all the information about the dinosaurs, you are going to take this out of your learning kit. Okay, it says, what's the date today? 24th May. You are going to take this out and you are going to fill this in with some information about your favorite dinosaur. All right, so first you are going to pretend to be the paleontologist, and then you'll choose your favorite dinosaur and write down which is your favorite dinosaur, and you can even draw it. Then write about what your favorite dinosaur likes to eat. Is it a herbivore? Is it a carnivore? So does it eat plants or does it eat animals? And then finally, the habitat. Where did the dinosaur live? In North America or Indonesia or Europe? Do you remember? You will write it down or draw a map if you want. And finally, you can write a fun fact. And if you can't write, you can always ask mommy or sister or whoever's with you to help you write it, right? Remember, like the fun fact about one of the dinosaurs was that the brain was only as small as a walnut, right? So you can write down all of this about your favorite dinosaur after listening to the information about the dinosaurs, okay? So, and after you finish filling in the booklet, you can share pictures with your teacher. Bye, children, and see you again.